It's been a while. It's been a long while. But guess what? The Brandino is back in action. And we're reviewing today for a Sunday anime reviews. Sakamotoですが
Brandino.
So yesterday I was spending a good amount of the day kind of just, catching up on a couple things, and I happened to think about this one anime that I wanted to watch. And of course one of my friends was like, oh, well, only seen like one episode, but I don't think it's good, because that's just what he does. So I decided to check it out, and I'm guessing that this is a spring anime, or is it a early summer? But from what I've seen, or from what I've viewed, as we should say, it's a pretty good anime. I actually kind of like it. Like, it has a nice flair to the fact that no one is this prepared. Like, no one is this prepared in any of these situations that he's in. And it's like, what makes it so hilarious is it's almost like it's trying to be like a parody of something, kind of, but not really. It's hard to describe because it's its own thing, but it's so goofy. Like, I'm trying to think of what I watched before that this reminds me of. It's something, but I'll think of it towards the end, probably at some point. But we open up on the first episode where we're getting introduced to Sakamoto. Now, of course, throughout the entirety of the show, it's basically this guy who has this miraculous knack for being so in tune with his surroundings that he's like spy level good. That's what it reminds me of like those really kooky spy movies, like the old James, not like Daniel Craig James Bond where he's free running. We're talking about like not George Clooney. George Clooney wasn't a Bond. What is his name? Paul Brosnan? No, that's not it. Sean Connery? Maybe. I don't know. But one of the Bonds that are super goofy and they just manage to have like the watch that shoots like acid or something to get them out of their handcuffs. Just super goofy stuff. And miraculously he keeps this calm like demeanor. Like he kind of smiles a little bit. Like he always has like a serious face, but it almost seems like he's laughing on the inside or like smiling. I don't know. These are my interpretations. This is what it really is. But in the first episode, we see him kind of course, people are automatically jealous because he's so coolest. And people are kind of upset that, why is this guy like just feels like he's so above everyone that he has to be the coolest of the cool all the time. So these three jerks, they're probably like, oh yeah, we're gonna show him what it is. And basically the episode is they get him, they lock him up in like this storage place, and then like a fire breaks out. Because I don't even think they meant for that to happen. I think they were just kind of like messing with him, and then like a fire just decided to happen, and then they were in a real predicament. Now, as tension started to rise, of course, everybody in the room are now regretting the decision. It's like, why did we do this? Why? Like, how is there no way out? And Sakamoto's just real chill. If you untie me, I have a plan. And it's like, how are you so calm? This room is filling up with smoke and like fumes, and it has like a whole bunch of lantern fumes in here. So if this fire spreads, it's over. They get up and, of course, they let Sakamoto go. And this is the first episode. They let him go, and of course he's like, he gets around the fire, throws the jacket up. It's gotta be like magnificent, and then like he just starts like around the fire, and they're like, is he trying to like use the power of like the sidestepping jump to create a wind force? It's like he doesn't have that much strength. And it was like, maybe he's trying to... I was thinking, like, he was doing that just to kind of, like, build up sweat to try to, like, douse the flames with, like, his sweat or something. And then they all join in and kind of, like, do it. And then finally a teacher comes up and it's like, what the hell is going on in there? And then, of course, Sakamoto got his glasses off. He's like, I thought that if I made enough noise, the teachers would come and save everyone. So I'm like, yo, get out of here! Get out of here with that crap! I'm like, he did not plan that many steps ahead. I don't want to hear none of that. He didn't plan all of them steps ahead. So it was like super hilarious. First episode, I was like reeled in. I had to watch more. Now the cool thing about this anime is that it's not like a... It's more of like a... Like it could be in 2 episodes. Like how they used to show old cartoons where it was like each episode was a different thing. So it was like 11 minutes for this problem and then 11 minutes for this problem. And it's like, that's one episode, but it gave you like 2 little episodes inside the one episode. So the second part was basically, there was a bee in the classroom. Now, of course, me, like, I'd be freaking the hell out if there was, like, some bee in the classroom. I'd be, like, dying, like, scared, crazy. And it wasn't even like it was a bee, it's a hornet. And in Japan, I know they have, like, these hornets that are, like this. Like, these things are massive bugs. And it's, like, it's not even the fact that you're getting stung by it. It's the fact that you can look it in its eyes and clearly see that it is a giant hornet flying at you with wings. Like, bugs that are too big kind of gross me out. So they're in the classroom and this hornet gets in. And of course all the girls get out and lock the guys in, like, thanks a lot, girls. Anyway, so all the guys are locked in the class. The girls are on the outside, like, peering in. And Sakamoto's just chilling. Just cold chilling. Don't even care about the bee. Just super, super chill. So I'm like, come on, man. So there's this one guy that was earlier in the episode was trying to hit on some girls by like saying like, oh, check out my new style. You know, I'm so great and blah, blah, blah. Like, is this going to be the pretty boy of the class? Turns out that he's like the fat kid. Not really the fat kid, but like he's a overweight student. And I guess he's trying to use like his layers to kind of hide that. But then in this episode, he kind of has an epiphany. But we're moving past. So while they're in the classroom, my boy, of course, is like, I'm not going to be like the rest of these guys. Because the teacher's like, just take off the black. They're attracted to black. He's like, I'm not going to be like them. I'm going to be like Sakamoto. The bee comes at him. Ah! All his clothes go off. So he then it's just Sakamoto chilling in the corner. The bee's coming. And the bee lands like right on Sakamoto's head. Which I'm like, yo, I would be like skeeving out if there was a bee on my head. Like, just saying that it's in range of my face is something that would actually have me, like, all the way on the ropes. Like, I don't even know if I'd be able to deal with that kind of stress. Like, that would freak me out. But, of course, because I forget his name, but he's blonde. One of the blonde characters. But he comes in and tries to swipe the bee. Sakamoto's, like, throws the bee off and everything. And then after the bee is basically trying to come back for his revenge, Sakamoto stops him with like one of those, what is it? It's a tool, what do they call it? Is it a protractor? It's a tool you would use in like math class. It has a little point on it, and then you would have your pencil on the other side, and you would turn it to make a circle, or whatever. I forget exactly what it's called. I've been out of school forever. But he uses one of those and stops the bee's stinger. So I'm like, dog, your precision is not that crazy. So then he starts playing like freaking, what is it? Fencing. He starts fencing with the bee. I'm like, come on. This is not this anime right now. This is not Sakamoto Desuga. So I'm like, wow. They're really going for it. So Sakamoto's like, oh, so you're serious. Like, yo, what is happening? It is so hilarious. Because the craziest part about it is that the entire time, he is super, super serious. the whole time. Like, where other people would be like, yeah, yeah, making all these faces, his face is like dry the entire time. And after he, of course, disarms the bee, and the bee's like falling, like, time to finish him, he catches the bee on some old Miyagi and lets him out the window, and he's like, everybody was being too noisy, especially you, bee. Go home. And it's like, yo, what? What? So literally hijinks throughout the rest of the series, basically like this. Yeah, I'm only giving you guys the first episode breakdown because I don't want to give away the whole anime. You guys should definitely watch it. It's like I don't know how to describe. It's like watching Bond in high school, like James Bond in high school, without him trying to like mac down on every girl that he's ever seen. Like it's like before he became the man, he was Sakamoto. Like his code name in Japan was Sakamoto, and then when he came to like America, and then trained in America for a little while, and then went to Britain, then he became Bond. But like it's such a cool anime. I liked it for all 12 of the episodes that it has, and the cool part about each one of the episodes is that yes, they're their own story, but then also it's the fact that it's kind of a type of thing where it could be, they could make more off of the premise that each of these different little 11-minute episodes could just be another day in the life of Sakamoto. Like animes like this is something that can just be expanded on. Like there's no like storyline that has to be followed with this. It's just the day by day and how cool Sakamoto is the day by day. So it's just like you seeing in different situations how incredibly smooth this guy is, and then just like how dedicated to the role, because there's like a part later in the series where somebody's legitimately trying to attack him, and Sakamoto is turning all of this into like just an impromptu speech, and it's so crazy how he manages to withstand all of the stuff, dodge everything, and just be able to do all of this and not even like flinch. Like he didn't even flinch. It's so crazy. I like it. All right, I like it. I like it. So if you haven't seen it already, I'd say go check it out. It's pretty funny. It's 12 episodes, which would be 24 episodes, 24 11-minute episodes, because they're all separate. Even though they kind of have like a plot progression where when he makes one character like him, they continue to like him after that. So, but yeah, it's a pretty good anime. I really enjoyed it. And if you like the review, please, comment down below, subscribe all over here. And don't let the fact that even though in the times of hard life that is high school, you weren't always the coolest get you down. Because the dawn always rises on a new day. That thing would be to subscribe. So after credit stuff, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a long freaking minute. I have been going through a lot of life changes. A lot of stuff's been happening. But I'm trying to get back in the swing. Well, I don't know if you guys seen my Let's Plays. They've been coming up. Child of Light. I mean, it's an old game, but, it's still fun. I like it a lot. It's super cute. I also been playing Fury, and I started playing Dark Souls 3. Probably going to post those next Saturday. I just gotta edit them. But, I hope you liked it, and, I guess Brandino's making a swing back.